Hey guys, so here's a new video, and let's just get started. So basically, I'm just gonna go ahead and cover the event, and I think that would be right about it. I was thinking of doing some Ninja World War, but we'll see how much time we have left before we hit the 40-minute mark. That's more than likely where I'm gonna end the video. But yeah, let's just get started. So as you can see here, we have the Reborn Hashirama Senju event, and we have the combo card Senju family event. So basically, it is a combination card between Hashirama, Tsunade, and Uzumaki Mito. And keep in mind, Mito is actually part of the reinforcements for Hashirama. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Mito is a reinforcement. So if you have a reinforcement, the problem with that being is that, um, as far as I know, you can't use a reinforcement and a combo card at the same time. To give you an example, although this may be only with the commanders, to give you an example, there is the Fire and Wind combination card. I have Gara as a commander. If you have, you can't use commanders and reinforcements at the same time. So whatever benefit that Hashirama may get from Mito would be negated if you have the combo card, and if it forces you to take out Mito off of your reinforcements. Yeah, see, you can't use reinforcements and commander. Please put down your reinforcements and commander. So, that's kind of what it looks like how it's gonna work. I'm not quite sure whether they're gonna fix this or whether they're gonna make a notice about it. But either way, Mito does reinforce Tsunade. Also, it also reinforces she also reinforces. Let's see, where is it at? Mito reinforces. I could have sworn it said right here. It's Hashirama, Tsunade, and I think one more person, although I'm not quite sure who. So let me go ahead and read through this. So this is the combo card itself. It does the skill called Senju Uzumaki Yin Seal. And what it does, it deals ninjutsu damage with ninjutsu and taijutsu attributes to all enemies, and has a probability to seal all enemies 2 rounds at the same time. Um, and it puts a slug for 3 rounds on your cards for your entire team. So you have a chance to seal all enemies, and you also have a chance to heal all of your teammates, at least for 1 round. The slugs also have the ability to shield you from like debuffs, and they also have the ability to shield you from damage from like unique skills. So they're fairly useful. The combo card is cheapish, and by what I mean by that is because most combination cards involving Hashirama are pretty pricey, to be perfectly honest. As you can see here, right over here actually, the combo card itself costs right about 5,000 gold to get the first 33 fragments. So if you recharge today, it's 5,000 gold. If you recharge tomorrow, it's another 5,000, and you get another 33 at 10,000 gold, and then another 33 at 15. What do you call it? 15,000 gold. So the entire combo card is about 15k gold. You could probably go ahead and do it in one day because there is no way to get it cheaper. Each fragments, all of the fragments cost like 15k. I mean 5k a pop. So either way, even if you wait like 3 days, recharge 5k gold each day, you're still gonna be getting only just 33 fragments per. Now, another thing to keep in mind is that Mito is a new reinforcement. Not only that, she can probably use all of Kushina's bloodlines, and she does go to Diamond slash level 105. So, no matter what way you look at it, Hashirama himself is gonna get a nice boost off of Mito, especially if you can get her to Diamond. Not only that, her unique skill seems to be fairly powerful. As you can see, it is the Nine Tails Chakra Seal. Deals ninjutsu damage to all enemies, and restrain skill, restrain one enemy for 2 rounds. So I mean that's fairly good. Um, Personally, I might recharge, but I'm not gonna get the combo card simply because it's a little too much for me at the moment. The reason I'm recharging is because of the zombie trials are back again, and I just kind of need a few more. I just basically need 2 more Tobiramas. I'm close to 1 more Tobirama, so let me go ahead and show you how many items I have. It's actually at like 19, I believe. No, that's for the Tayuya. Actually, speaking of Tayuya, I actually managed to get her skill, so I'm going to be explaining to you guys how that works. But let me fucking find those. Here we go. As you can see, I have 28 broken mask. I need 90 in total. to get the final three Tobiramas, and if I'm lucky enough, I could probably go ahead and get the last few off of the zombie trials and slash recharging. Now, personally, I'm just waiting for a triple gold recharge. I don't want to recharge right now because if I do, I'm only gonna get like, say I recharge 3,000, basically $100. That's 3,100 gold. Not very useful to me, but if I do it during a triple recharge, well, I mean that's a lot better, basically. So yeah, so Mito gets quite a few items. Uzumaki Mito Kimono, she gets the Mito hairpin, she gets the Mito Geta, the Mito lining, and that's really about it. Although it doesn't look like she gets any skills off of it. Um, hmm. Yeah, which is unfortunate, but like I said, she's mostly for reinforcement. Um, Also, like I said, you can actually get the this particular skill off of the consumption, and believe me, it's a very good skill. Let me go ahead and find it. It's right over here. It should be the yeah, this one right here. It's 20k. It's the dead demon consuming seal Kushina. It's a very good skill to have because it's stupidly powerful. Like in PvP and just in like in the right here in the chapters in general. It's stupidly powerful. Once your card dies or comes close to dying, it deals damage, a stupid amount of damage. I've fought with people who have it equipped to like their Minato Kushina combination card, and it's been a doozy just watching how it goes off. But let me go ahead and move on with the event itself. Tsunade, Hashirama, both of them are Diamond Reborn at the moment if you got them to that point, or they have the ability to get to that point. So, I mean, this combo card should be fairly powerful. I'd say at the very least a good 20 million CP, considering that you can put in Mito. Mito herself, like I said, can probably go up to a good 4 or 5 million CP, depending on your collections and like how many items you put on her. So that, just taking all that into account would give you quite a nice amount of what do you call it? CP for Hashirama and Tsunade and whoever else she reinforces. I know she reinforces one more person. I just can't quite remember who, which is unfortunate. So okay, yeah. So no, it's maintenance. I could have sworn I read it around here, but yeah, she does reinforce me, Hashirama and Tsunade, at the very least. I'm just trying to find where it says exactly. Who you can actually get one free Mito, if you just want to get her purple card and like her skills. Well, her items. You can get one of her for free if you do a gold 10 draw, which is fairly decent. Not the greatest, but not the worst either. If you recharge 1,000 gold, the first time you get to that point, you're gonna get another Uzumaki Mito. So it's a bronze if you are, going for diamond Mito or at the very least gold. You can get one Mito for free from gold tundra, and then you can get one for from recharging 1,000 gold. That's bronze Mito, and then if you actually get to 10k recharge, so that's basically 66 fragments out of the 99 that you need for the combination card. You get one free Hashirama Senju, and let's see, you can get fragments from Mito and Uzumaki clan keys, basically from recharging. So you get 2 keys for 30 gold, 6 keys at 220 gold, and then 10 Mito fragments. 500 gold, you get 1 Hashirama Soul, Uzumaki Clan Keys times 12, Recharge Coupon times 5, 30 Mito Fragments, the first Hokage's Lightweight Pants, Refining Material. At 1,000 gold, you get another 8 clan keys, so that brings it up to a total of 20 clan keys. 1,000 or some recharge coupons, 60 Mito fragments, and then the first Hokage's necklace, tier 5 refining material. 1,900 gets you 30 Uzumaki clan keys, 3,000 rare ore, the Uzumaki Mito secondary passive, another 50 Uzumaki Mito fragments, so that gives you like 80 Uzumaki Mito fragments. If you do 3,100 gold, you get a good 45 secret clan keys, 8 broken mask, like 6k rare ore, 500 stamina, and then another 80 Uzumaki Mito fragments. So that's basically 1.5 Uzumaki Mito at that point, and then if you do 5k gold recharge, you get another 10 broken mask, another 4k rare ore, another 500 stamina. Hashirama sends you secondary passive, another 100 Uzumaki Mito fragments. So that's silver Uzumaki Mito if you're recharging. And then 33 of the Senju family fragments. If you go to 10k, you get another, you get a full Uzumaki Mito. You get, let's see, 12 broken mask, basically like 20 or 12k rare ore. The first Hokage's tier 5 scroll, another 33 fragments, and 12 I think I already said 12 broken mask. And then one summoning contract, and then once you get to 15k gold recharge, you get just, you only get like training materials for Hashirama, rare ore, and like, fragments for the combo card. So if you're going for Uzumaki Mito, just recharge like to 10k. That should get you 3 Uzumaki Mitos in total. And then the next day recharge to 5k, and that should get you the last 2 that you need, because you get, let's see, you get 2 off of let me see. So if you recharge, let's see, 3k, you get 160 fragments, and then if you recharge 5k, you get 260 fragments. So that's 2 Uzumaki Mitos, and then if you recharge 10k, you get 3 because you get a final Uzumaki Mito, and she's completely made. If you recharge 5k the next day, you get another 260 fragments. So that would bring you up to 4, and then plus 1 because of the extra 60 on each side. So that would be a total of 520 fragments. So that's like 5 Uzumaki Mitos. Plus, you get 1 from a gold tundra, and then you get 1 from getting to 1k recharge. So you basically get, yeah, if you recharge 10k one day and then recharge 5k the next, you should get all of the combination card and like 7 Uzumaki Mitos, enough to make like a gold, what do you call it? A gold Uzumaki Mito. So that's fairly good, I guess. You can get a free Uzumaki Mito if you do 35k consumption. Personally, I would really just love to get to 20k consumption for that, that Dead Demon consuming seal. But to be honest, that's really about it. If you're not working on Hashirama, like you don't really plan on getting him to like reborn, and you just want him for his like purple card and all that crap, I wouldn't recommend consuming during this event. The card itself is fairly powerful, don't get me wrong, but if you're just using him for Ninja World War and he's not part of your main team, then I mean, you could probably save up for better things. Speaking of, so that's really about it when it comes to the event. Can't really think of anything else. I might recharge, but I kind of doubt it now that I've looked at this a little more thoroughly. Because I was thinking of getting Uzumaki Mito to Diamond, but it would I would just basically have to buy the fucking the combination card, and while it would be pretty neat to have it and like showcase it to you guys, there really wouldn't be a point to it, simply because I don't particularly need it. Let me go ahead and I'm trying to find the like little notice that says that she reinforces Hashirama and Tsunade. It's unfortunate. But yeah, not much else to tell really. I did consume quite a bit of gold. Well, not quite a bit. I just consumed like what little I had. It was like 5k. Basically to get some Uzumaki clan keys. I'm fairly close to getting my, at the very least, just one more Tobirama, and then after that, I really will just be missing like one last, 2 more Tobiramas, and then I can go ahead and get like Diamond Tobirama and just fucking get, what do you call it? Open up my collections for the Hokages and all that crap. So that's gonna be interesting, unless they fucking change it up at the last second. I'd be pissed. I hope it doesn't happen, but now that I've said it, I probably jinxed it. But yeah, there really isn't that much else to tell. Can I buy 4? No, I can only buy like 3 probably. Shit, only 2? Damn. Oh yeah, because it's 16. Wow, I'm stupid. Um, yeah, there really just isn't that much else to tell. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cover the topic of the Ninja World War and the Taiyuya skill and my thoughts on it and just recommendations, especially if you're gonna get it and use it in your Ninja World War and how to use it. Ah, that sucks tits. I only need like one more broken mask to get that Tobirama. I'll probably get it tomorrow. Just like spend some like 10, 20 keys. So yeah, now moving on back to the topic of the Tayuya skill. Now to those of you who don't know what it is a skill that you can get from the shop. And I'll explain how to get it in a second, but let me go ahead and put in my Hashirama. Now, this is by far one of the best ways to do eternal stun lock. Not well, yeah, perfect stun lock. But keep in mind that there are some stipulations to it. If you're gonna use Hashirama as a stun locker, you're gonna lose the ability to use them as a support for damage, and I'll explain why in a few seconds. But you get the certificates from here, the Seal Tayuya. I would recommend doing Seal Tayuya simply because it's a lot easier to get the certificates. But you go over here. You go to gift pack. You scroll to the right, and it should be right over here. You need 50 Tayuya skill, 50 Tayuya training certificates, and you can get. And once you get it, you exchange it for like 50. You open it up, and you get Tayuya's hood. You get the magic flute. You get ninja suit. The feet mark, the sound rope, the underworld turnover skill, demonic flute, phantom sound chain skill book ×1, and you go ahead, go to package, you click on it, you open it, and you get it. Now moving on. So now that you have the skill, you can just go ahead and equip it to anybody. Anybody you want. It doesn't require any bloodlines or any like here to give you an idea of just how many people you can equip it to. I'm gonna show you how you can equip it to the Toad Sage. And my Toad Sage has the skill called Demonic Flute, Phantom Sound Chains. And yeah, that's that's fucking there. Um, and so yeah, there you go. You can equip it to anybody. Now, I would strongly, if you're gonna use it for stun lock, I would strongly recommend you put it on somebody who has a lot of chakra recovery, because to be perfectly honest, it needs a lot of chakra recovery. So you're gonna be looking for items that boost your chakra recovery. Fortunately, the first Okage has some really good items for that, like the first Okage's tier 5 necklace. It gives you 85 chakra recovery. I put the Spyro Energy Drop, which is 60 chakra recovery. Um, I think he has a couple other ones that give him chakra recovery. Oh yeah, see the first Okage's Forehead Protector tier 5 gives you 40 points of chakra recovery. Um, yeah, I think that's about it when it comes to him for chakra recovery. Also put in the Curse Seal of the Moon on him, level 10, which gives him an extra 33 chakra recovery points. So like I said, just equip to him, equip as much chakra recovery as you can on him. So quick stipulation though, if you're gonna be using Hashirama as a stun lock, you can't use him for the Hobi technique anymore, and you can't equip the Senju, the 1,000 hands passive skill. Mostly because once you equip it to Hashirama, the 1,000 hands passive on him, what happens is that he turns into the 1,000 hands, well, placeover card, I guess you'd call it. And what happens when that happens is that he can't release skills for like 2 or 3 turns, and you need to have him release his passive constantly. Now, the Obi technique, you can't use them for overclock anymore because it ruins the how should I put this? It ruins the damn, what's it called? It ruins the, not the formation, but it does ruin the way that it's supposed to go, I guess. Like the person who's gonna help you overclock by putting on extra buffs on everybody, he can't be he has to be in sync with Orochimaru, and because of the skill, that's thrown out the window. So if you're gonna be using Hashirama as a stun locker, I would strongly recommend to try to get uh Darui up to diamond and get his passive skill, the Thundercloud, something like that. Let me go ahead and find it. Oh hey, cool. Let me go ahead and find it so I can show it to you guys. No. That's the planetary insect arm. It's a bug. Shadow imitation technique. That's for. Let's see. Infinite Tsukiyomi. Nope. Curcio model. Sixth path. Dancing Chameleon. Oh yeah, here we go. Thundercloud Inner Wave. It should be. Actually, no, that's not the right one. It should be. Dang it, where is it? Chubaku Tensei, Sixth Path. Devil Black Panther. No. Dang it, where is it? It should be around here somewhere. Chakra, no. Thunder Spreading, Flash Moving Step. I think I may have passed it, but basically it's a skill that Darui can equip. I think it might be Thunder. Okay, yeah, it is. It's the Thunder Cloud Inner Wave. Darui can use it. Well, not only Darui, also the third Raikage can use it. Let me go ahead and show you. He has the Bloodline. See? Black Lightning release. So Darui or the third Raikage, either one of those two, whichever is easier to get to Diamond for you. The reason I say Diamond is because you need 7 bloodlines, and unless you have 7 bloodlines, you're not going to be able to equip it. But the point is that he won't be able to act as as part of your overclocking formation, I guess. But yeah, so let's see it in action, basically. So as you can see here, you just release a unique skill, and because of the amount of chakra recovery that I have on Maruhokage, he just releases Demon Flutes constantly, and you don't have to worry about, about the enemy moving, simply because you're gonna be stunning them for the rest of the fucking battle. So here's the thing, and this is why I'm a little conflicted on this. First of all, it's actually very good because you really only need the purple card, Hashirama Senju. You can get the skin for 10k gold, and that may take you a long time to get, but you can just save up for it. And the skill, like I showed you, you can equip it to any card you can imagine. A fucking Toad Sage if you really want to, for shits and giggles, like I just did. So it's actually very, very, very good because it doesn't cost you an arm and a leg like Itachi does. You really only have to get I would recommend a purple card, Shikamaru and a purple card, Tamari, like their final form, and just load them up with items, dodge, and all that crap. And you should be able to take on the Tayuya dungeon, just to give you an idea of how easy it is. I'm going to go ahead and take it on right now. So keep in mind, though, that my Tamari is fairly weak, but my Shikamaru is not powerful, per se. He is only bronze, but he has a lot of items giving him a lot of boost. I would strongly recommend that you do the Unsealed Tayuya, or whatever it's called, because it's a lot easier to get the training certificates. Like, on the other one, you'll get a lot of Tayuyas, but you're not going to get a lot of, damn it, where the fuck is she? And okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah. You're going to get a lot of Tayuyas, but you're not going to get a lot of, let me go ahead and equip the Cursula Wrath level 3 on him and her. But yeah, sorry, like I said, you're going to want to do the Sealed Tayuya, because you have a much higher chance of, getting what's it called? The skill, not the skill, but a much higher chance of getting the fucking, the certificate, and really nothing else. Keep in mind, though, it's going to cost you a lot of stamina. To get 50, it took me a good 6k stamina, more or less. A good, actually, 150 tries, so it's going to cost you quite a bit of stamina. As you can see, I'm, like, critically low, down to, like, 3k stamina, 3.8k, so, yeah. And as I said, if you're going to be using this strategy, you're going to have to work with somebody else. I do believe that, like, the Sixth Path of Pain can, like, do the same thing. Because, not Sixth Path of Pain, excuse me, the Diva Path can do the same thing, by equipping this, particular skill. But you do need a lot more chakra recovery for him, because as far as I know, he doesn't have a lot of chakra recovery items. And, like, just to give you an idea of how much you need, let's so I'm gonna equip that. Just to give you an idea of how much you need, so we're gonna do Death of Sasuke. That should be a fairly easy thing. So as you can see, the chakra recovery on this guy is abysmal. So just trying to get to that point is gonna be a bitch and a half on its own. Which kind of just shows you just how much chakra recovery the first Hokage has in comparison to a lot of cards. So you can't do it with the Diva Path. You're gonna have to load them up with a lot of fucking like chakra recovery. So the first Hokage is probably the best, especially like I said, if you can put in the tier 5 items. Those are really gonna help you because of their chakra recovery bonus, like the first Hokage's forehead protector, the first Hokage's necklace, the yeah, that's really about it. And then also the chakra energy eardrop. Then the Curse of the Moon. That's really gonna help you out there. Not only that, I would strongly recommend you use it for the Tailed Beast because he can actually stun lock the Tailed Beast, which is very nice. But like I said, because of this, you do lose the ability to use him as a, as part of the overclocking system, I guess. And I'll probably explain that in another video. But just to give you an idea, so we're obviously gonna lose, but here we go. So twining actually works on the Tailed Beast. If you don't know this, any stuns, any Kamui, anything like that does not work on them. But twining, that works perfectly. You may have a little bit more trouble with the 8 tails simply because by the time he turns into the tentacle, he's not affected by debuffs. But really if you get to that point, you can probably kill him. And when you twine him with the first Hokage's unique skill, his passive is sealed, so you don't have to worry about that, which is nice, in my opinion. So yeah, we're just gonna let this finish, and yeah, as you can see, the 8 tails did not move for a single turn. So yeah, that's really about it when it comes to the stun lock potential of the first Hokage. Which, speaking of stun locks, there are other ways to do it, so let me go ahead and give you an idea of how you can also do another stun lock. Although this one's a little more complicated because you do need a gold Kakashi Hatake and a gold Obito Uchiha. I know these are reborn, but you don't need them to be reborn. It's not necessary per se. So the idea is that you equip the skill called Kamui Lightning Cutter to both of them. They should have enough chakra recovery by the time you get to stage 50 because that's where it's really going to come into effect for stun locking. They should have enough of it, so at that point you can just go ahead and use the skill each and every single turn. But if you feel like you need more chakra recovery, you can obviously put in skills like not skills but items like the earring, the spiral energy drop. You can put in items like the chakra receiver manifestation. And you can also put in items like the Curse Seal of the Moon, which is a little rare to get. I would recommend it be level 10, but you can still equip it to them. And if you do equip it to them, they're going to have a lot easier time of releasing it every single turn. Let me actually let me see how they stack up right now to the, okay, Obito needs a little more help when it comes to chakra recovery. It's apparent. So does Kakashi. So we're going to go ahead and equip this to him. This and this. And we're actually going to go ahead and let me find my first Hokage. Here we go. Now this one's obviously a little more complicated than the first Hokage's, what do you call it? The first Hokage's stun lock. But in my, well, not in my defense, but keep in mind though that it still works essentially, and it also means you don't have to get Taiyuya's skill. So if you happen to have a gold Kakashi and a gold Obito, you can just go ahead and go right off the bat with this. You don't really have to worry about that, and you do slightly more damage from the beginning, so that's always nice. Keep in mind though, the way that this normally work is that you have a first Hokage like right in the front, and like he can just go ahead and release his unique skill, which stuns the entire team, and then you can just go ahead and go ham with this. So as you can see, they are alternating between each other. So while one of them recharges their unique skill, their active skill, the other can just go ahead and release their unique skill. Well, not unique, but their active skill. And it just goes back and forth, back and forth. It's actually slightly off because Obito does not have enough chakra recovery to release it every single turn, which is a little unfortunate. But let me go ahead and put a little more chakra recovery on him. I just need a Curse Wrath level 10. Not level 10, Curse Wrath, but I need a, what do you call it? A Curse Seal of the Moon level 10, which I should have another one, because, let me go ahead and find it. It's useful for CP, if nothing else, so let me go ahead and find this mofo. It should be, yeah, see, it's on her. Theoretically, you can also put this skill, not this skill, obviously, but you can also put in the other skill, the one that I just showcased with the first Hokage, the Kamui, not the Kamui, but the Taiyuya skill. You could do that, but the thing about that is that even though you could go ahead and do that, you might not have enough chakra recovery for both of them, actually, since, as I showed you, it takes a lot of chakra recovery to actually even work every single turn. Not only that, you'd have to kind of, you'd be in a little bit of a tricky situation, simply because you wouldn't be quite sure whether or not it would work 100% of the time. But as you can see here, the stun lock is just going swimmingly. They are constantly just releasing their active skills and back and forth, which just makes it so the enemy can't even attack a single time. So yeah, if you were to use this particular stun lock, you would put in Hashirama first. You don't put in any active skills because he's going to be your overclocking, part of your overclocking formation. Then would be Orochimaru, obviously no active skills. Then would be Kakashi, Obito. Well, no, it would be Hashirama, Kakashi, Obito, Orochimaru. Then the next two would be your unique, not unique, but your damage dealers. I would strongly recommend them to be like Jiraiya Naruto and Orochimaru Sasuke, simply because together those two deal an insane amount of damage. Those two combo cards, but you might not have that. So as you can see, that's just kind of how it goes. Let me go ahead and try to equip the Demonic Flute Phantom. If you can get two cards that just have enough chakra recovery to release that skill once per turn, you can also pull this off with the two cards, I guess, in theory. But as you can see, even with that much chakra recovery on Kakashi and Obito, both of them have a fair amount because they were able to use their the Kamui Lightning Cutter in one turn. It's still pretty hard to get there. Now this can be negated if you get high enough in the Ninja World War and use enough bonuses, which for chakra recovery bonuses, which are fairly common, I suppose. If you can get like to a good 100% bonus, then you can probably just negate that. But either way, it'd probably be easier to use Kamui Lightning Cutter, simply because it's a skill for them. And yeah. No, that's the wrong skill. And there we go. And here we go. Chidori, Kamui, no, it's Shuriken. No, there we go. Kamui Lightning Cutter. So that's really about it when it comes to stun lock. There are obviously other stun lock formations. There's a formation in which you use Kakashi and Fu and what's his face, Mitsuki. But I'll cover that in another video. And that's really about it for this video. Once again, once I'm done with not Q&A, but with Ninja World War and all that, like explaining it even more thoroughly, then I'll go ahead and start doing Q&A again. You as a community usually help yourself out. That's pretty nice. So yeah. That's really about it for this particular video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Sorry that it's a little late. I realize that, but better late than never, right? So.